Hi, thanks for joining me. I'm going to try and get this on video once and for all. It's been sat on my notepad for ages, but I've been putting off recording it because I know it is quite complex and quite difficult to explain, so I'm going to give it a go. So we know that time is split. We've got a circle, and we've got 1 to 12 that go round the clock. It goes round twice. We have 12 hours for the AM, 12 hours for the PM. So 2 halves. Okay. So 2 hours then equates to a 12th of a day. Every 2 hours, that's 1/12 of the day has passed. 1 hour would be 1/24. Makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, so 2 hours, 1/12 of a day, 120 minutes. 1/12, notice that there as well, 1 plus the 12, get your master of time, your 13. 120 minutes then. We'll just go with 1:20 PM, convert that to PM, turns into 13:20, doesn't it? 13:20 looks a little bit like 13th of February, 13 and then the 2, which is the so below, of course, of 14th of February, Valentine's Day. If I move this down, it also shows how AM for 1:20 AM, that would be 80 minutes that have passed, 60 minutes plus the 20. On 13:20, so PM wise, it'll be 800 minutes. So it's got a double 8 connection, whether you're on AM or PM. And that's for a 12th of the day. We're just going on 120 minutes. And we converted that into time. 80th day, so sticking with 80, that is also 21st of March. Again, a variation of those numbers there. 213 could be again so below of 214. Either way around, yeah, Queen's birthday, 214. So below that way. But it's also, as you notice, the as above, 213 is the as above of 2 times 12. We're talking about 2 12-hour systems on the AM and PM. See how that works? 213, 2 times 12. Oops, let's get the camera back up. 80th day of the year is the 21st of March. So again, it looks a lot like that. 213, 213. It's the as above of 2 lots of 12. 2 13s. 120 minutes then. This is where it gets a bit complicated, so sorry about the writing. 120 minutes we know is the 12th of the day, 2 hours. 120 degrees from a circle, that's a third of the way round. 3 lots of that would be a full circle, wouldn't it? Around the clock. So 120 degrees is also a third of 360. This is the crazy bit. 1/12, we're talking about a 12th of the day, 2 hours, plus a third equals 0.42. Which is also very close to being 2/5. 2/5 again. 215 with that dash. Again, it's like an as above of 214. The Valentine's Day code. Hope that kind of makes sense. And 0.42, yeah, I've already included that in the date prediction date for 224. Showing how I got to that method with math. Math equals 42 in ordinal. 3 times 14. But yeah, I just want to quickly show on the calculator how 0.2 times 2.1 equals 0.42. We're talking about here again 2 and 12. Let's get the camera back. 0.2 times 2.1 equals 0.42, which is what a 12th plus a third equals. So that's the complicated bit. I'm going to kind of show that on a calculator just to get that bit cleared up. Okay. So that's showing how a 12th equals 0.08 and then 3 recurring. That is 1/12. Okay. We know what a third is. It's 0.333 recurring, isn't it? Let's just get that off properly. 1 divided by 12. That is a 12th. Let's add that to a third, which we know is 0.3333 recurring. Keep going. See how they change to sixes the more you keep going. That's as far as it will go on my calculator here. But you can see how that rounds up to 0.42 pretty much. Hope you can kind of see how that works. But you'll also notice as well that 6 is June. That is also 14. June 14th. Donald Trump's birthday again. Hope you can kind of see how that works out. That is a 12th and that's a third. Add the two together and you get 0.42 or 0.41 and 666 recurring. The first 6 is June. That 14 backwards. 14th of June. Incredible, isn't it? So that's that part, showing how a 12th plus a third equals 0.42. So that's just finishing that bit off there. We know that a fifth is 0.2. That's why it's almost 2/5. Because 0.2 twice is 0.4, isn't it? So I know it's a little bit higher than 2/5, but it's very close to being 2/5, that is. Again, 215. 25 as well, 5 times 5. Satan 25, 55, ordinal. Hope that bit makes sense. Hope it wasn't too confusing. Turn it into time. 1320 is 800 minutes. 1:20 AM is 80 minutes. 80th day, 21st of March. Very similar to what we said of 2:13. But there, 13:2. It's the as above of also 2 times 12, what we're talking about. Moving on then with 120 down this side. The 120th day of the year is the 30th of April. Okay, maybe I just need to show that 1 second. Sorry about the motorbike noise. Okay, so that's April 30th, 120th day of the year. 120th day of the year, 30th of April, 3:04. If you just spin that around, we get 4:03. 4:03, time master kicking in. 13 times 31 is 4:03. Show that. Okay, there we go, 13 times 31. Master of time number times its backwards version gets us 4:03. 30th of April backwards, 120th day of the year. Which we got simply by getting a 12th of the day, 2 hours, 120 minutes. 120th day. All links back to Master of Time. Okay, let me try and just finish this off with the rest of it. This is where it goes back to that 55th day of the year, 24th of February that I'm thinking of next year. When you times that by hours, 55 days, 24 hours, it comes to that 1320 number. Again, no coincidences. It comes to that, 1320. Converting it into time again, 1320. We've already showed that. Let's add 1 plus 3, you get 420. I've already been told that's a secret Easter egg number, 420. I'm starting to really see why. Thanks to Chi Christo for that. 420 minus 365, 55. You get the 55th day. 420 days, if you want to use that as days, minus 1 year, you get the 55th day of the year. I do apologise for this. 55th day of the year. It's crazy, isn't it? Let's see if I can get anything else in this video without it coming a bit too confusing. I've already showed the Time Master, 1320. I'm talking about splitting the time, AM and PM. 420 then, we'll keep that over here. Let's go with that. Let's use that 403 that we found from reversing that. Notice as well, that's the so below of that gateway not found code that you get. Gateway, that's what it's all about. Time gateways. 420 minus 403. See how we're getting those from those two? 17. 17. 17 is the 7th prime. Already showed how that's plus 24 together makes 24. 17 times 7 as well is 119. Let's have a look at the time on this. Okay, thanks so much for bearing with me. Let's move on then again. 1755 then we have now. See how we've got to 17 and 55. First of all, 1755 to next year's date, 2019. That's 264 years. You're looking at 1755 as a year. The 264th day is 5 plus 5 days after 9/11. It's 10 days after, isn't it? 5 plus 5 again. After 9/11, it's 21st of September. 219. Just like 2019. 219. 264, 26th of April. That's the 116th day. Flip that upside down, you've got your 911. 21 divided by 9, yep, 2.33 recurring, 13th Fibonacci. Sticking with 17 and 55 again, add the two together, 72. 17 plus 55. 72 minutes, 1 hour 12 minutes. We're back to that 1/12 from the very beginning of the video. 1/12 of a day. 1/12 of a day, 2 hours. We're back to that with 72 minutes. 1/12. Again, feel free to pause this, take it all in. 1/12, yeah, of a day, 2 hours, back there. Sticking with 72, 72nd day of the year is 3/13, March 13th. Master of time, round and round it goes. 72, it's the half year point as well, July 2nd, exactly halfway through the year. Times that by 2 and you get your 144, don't you? Obviously that's how many minutes there are in a day, a full day. 72 times 2. Variation of 227, isn't it? 2, 2 and 7 there. That's pi. 227. Finishing off, 72, spin that round. That's 27. 27th day of the year. January 27, of course. 127, 31st prime. All goes back around to 13, master of time. I hope that kind of makes sense. Let me just see how long this video is. I've run out of time. I do apologise. I'll try and edit this a bit better. Thanks so much for bearing with me. Take care.